Good morning, class. It is the 4th of July weekend. So 4th of July, I am on Lake Winnemucee. Oh my gosh, it's such a mouth. Also Winnemucee in Minnesota at my sister's cabin. And I always like to start our week off with a video, and I didn't get it done yesterday because there are so many people here. You're going to hear speedboats racing by. We're headed to a parade, but I really just wanted to get a quick video out to you because I like to prep the week. So my hair is going to be blowing in my face, speedboats are going to be going past, but I really want to talk to you about a couple of things really fast. One of them, this week we're talking about human subjects research. You'll all be conducting research with human subjects, and that would generally be the students in your classroom, might be the teachers in your district. But when you do research that's not on cells or objects, even when you do research on animals, you have to live within the laws that have been created to protect those, because unfortunately laws needed to be made because people were particularly with vulnerable subjects like prisoners and orphans, conducting research that was not taking into account their basic human rights. So when we talk about that this week in discussion, it's going to be kind of a hard discussion. We're going to be talking probably about babies and African American people. It's a hard week for discussion, but it's an awesome week for discussion, and I think it's going to be really eye-opening for you. A note about discussion, you'll notice I changed our discussion groupings because we had some people, I think some people just didn't realize class started on Wednesday. So it's really hard to have a discussion when maybe two people are in a group. So we've switched up discussion groups, and hopefully that will fix the issue. I am kind of conflicted about my participation in discussion, and I'll tell you why. I have always really believed that it was important for the professor to be involved in the discussion because I'm the expert in research and you're learning. But I just conducted some research of my own, traditional research, not action research. It's being published in the Online Learning Journal, which is awesome, exciting, because it's a huge journal in my field. But what I found when I looked at a whole year of our graduate classes and our instructors posting, what I found was it doesn't matter how frequently a professor posts. It doesn't mean that you learn more. It doesn't mean that you're more satisfied. It doesn't mean that you think you learned more. The frequency of an instructor posting makes no difference on outcomes. And actually, there's research that says the more that your instructor posts, the less students post. And the last thing I want to do is, engage in a discussion with you, and then pretty soon no one else is discussing, and I shut down your discussion. The research also says that the more an instructor posts, the I already said the less frequently, and I am serious. I am not recording this thing again. There are two findings. The students stop posting and the threads are shorter. There we go. So I don't want to shut down your discussion by me discussing. So I'm going to strategically interject when I think it's important, when I think you need some clarification or I've got a good example. Sometimes I'll interject just so you know I'm there. But what I want you to know is that I am reading everything you write, everything that you post. I'm reading it. And if there are times I need to step in, I'm going to. But I really want the discussion to be you all discussing, and my own research and other people's research says that that's really the way to go. So if you want to see what I'm saying at any time in the discussion, you can search for my name. You can search for your name to see those posts. So I'll be posting in the groups. If you want to see what I'm writing, do a search for my name. Other things that we should talk about this week. There was one other thing, and of course it's going to skip me, so I'm probably going to have to do it in an announcement. I am here through Wednesday, so of course I forgot to pack my laptop cord in the chaos of leaving. Arg. So now I'm on my phone, and I really can't write good feedback on my phone. So Wednesday when I get home, I will go through and start writing feedback on your work. Remember the last thing. This week you're going to start choosing those two. Remember I told you that we were going to pick two published action research articles, and we're going to start comparing them through the rest of the class. you might not find a whole lot published in scholarly journals of action research because generally that's more traditional research. So if you can't, look in the Commons, look in the Northwestern Commons where our own students have published action research. But in the supplemental resources section, I've given you all kinds of examples. You want to pick 2 good articles this week because you're going to be using them. You could be using them throughout. Next week I'll give you an option of picking 2 different ones, but start really digging into those already published action research articles because eventually we're going to start comparing them and you want to pick 2 good ones. If you have questions about that or about anything at all, don't hesitate to ask me. Make sure that you're using APA even in discussion, especially in discussion because it's really important in this class. Oh my gosh, if I touch my bangs one more time, obviously these are really low quality videos. I just want to send one out to you so that you know I'm human and not just another part of your computer. So I am so excited to read what you have to write this week. I think it's going to be eye-opening for you, and I just look forward to it. So we'll talk to you later. Take care.